In this verse, Shakyamuni Buddha gives us all a prediction of Buddhahood, saying he doesn't need to be single-minded. If, with a scattered mind, he goes into a Buddhist pagoda or temple and says only once homage to the Buddha, it is for certain that he will become a Buddha. Or perhaps a person merely raises his hand in salute. Although this is a very disrespectful gesture, if one waves his hand or merely nods his head, he will accomplish Buddhahood. Those who bow to the Buddha and recite the Buddha's name will certainly become Buddhas too. You may think, if one who merely raises his hand or nods his head with a scattered mind is certain to become a Buddha, then the merit and virtue accrued from my sincere worship must indeed be great. Do not hold such arrogant thoughts. Although it is true that such people will become Buddhas, those who understand the Buddha Dharma must add sincerity to their sincerity and respect to their respect, and vigorously pursue their study of the Buddha, study of the Dharma. Do not be self-satisfied and think if someone who merely nods his head with a scattered mind will become a Buddha, well, then I don't need to cultivate in order to become a Buddha. Don't have such self-satisfied thoughts. Of the four teachings, storehouse, pervasive, separate, and perfect, the Dharma flower is the perfect teaching. These four are called the four types of teaching. There are also four methods of teachings: the sudden, gradual, secret, and unfixed teachings. Together, there are 8 teachings. The 4 types of teaching are like types of medicine, and the 4 methods of teaching are like instructions on how the medicine is to be administered. It is not enough merely to have the medicine and know it will cure the illness. The medicine must be used. After it has been administered, the illness vanishes. Now I will discuss the 8 teachings, starting with the 4 methods of teaching. 1. The sudden teaching. What is meant by sudden? Sudden means becoming a Buddha instantly. There is no need to wait. One immediately becomes a Buddha. Living beings who have the roots in the sudden teaching instantaneously become enlightened. Sudden means very fast. The 6th Patriarch taught the sudden teaching, and the gradual teaching was taught by the great master Shen Xiao. 2. The gradual teaching. Gradual refers to cultivation by degrees. Sudden means suddenly becoming enlightened, and gradual means to become enlightened slowly and gradually. 3. The secret teaching. The secret teaching taught by the Buddha refers to mantras. Secret means taught to one person and the other doesn't know. Taught to the other person and that person doesn't know. Each is unaware of the teaching the other has received, thus it is secret. 4. The unfixed teaching. The Dharma is taught in an unfixed manner. The Vajra Sutra says, Dharmas must be relinquished, how much the more, so that which is not Dharma. There are no fixed, static Dharmas. Because it is not fixed, the Dharma is alive. Dharma which is alive is separate from all attachments. So it is said, one bestows the teaching for the sake of the individual and prescribes the medicine according to the illness. According to the person's needs, one prescribes a certain drug. In the same way, the Dharma is spoken to counteract an individual's specific problems. Thus, together, there are 8 teachings which were taught in the 5 periods. The 5 periods are also known as 1. The sunrise period. 2. The period of brighter illumination. 3. The period of reflective illumination. 4. The period of level illumination. And 5. The period of high noon. The final period is the lotus nirvana period, and during this time there were not even any shadows. The 5 periods and the 8 teachings encompass all of the Dharma the Buddha spoke. After realizing Buddhahood, the Buddha taught the Dharma for 49 years in over 300 Dharma assemblies, and it was all for the sake of the Dharma Flower Sutra. When he spoke the Avatamsaka, those with the dispositions of the small vehicle were unable to accept it. Later, he hid the great and manifested the small. No longer did he expound the lofty, profound theories, but instead he spoke the superficial Agama doctrines to lead those of the two vehicles towards the great vehicle. After he spoke the Agamas, the Buddha spoke the Vaibhulya teaching. Progressing step by step, he next taught the Prajna teachings so that his listeners might gain wisdom. With wisdom, they would be able to graduate to the wonderful Dharma of the Dharma Flower Sutra. However, the Dharma Flower Sutra is extremely difficult to encounter, extremely difficult to hear. When the Buddha spoke this sutra, 5,000 of his disciples stood up and walked out. As soon as they heard the Buddha speak it, they thought, "This Dharma is utterly unbelievable. We cannot believe it." Think of it. When Shakyamuni Buddha spoke the Dharma flower, 5,000 of his own disciples ran off. From this, we can see that it is very difficult to believe. For this reason, when the Buddha spoke this sutra, he said, "Stop, stop, I will not speak. I won't speak the Dharma Flower Sutra." Why not? My Dharma is wonderful and hard to understand. The Dharma of this sutra is extremely wonderful, hard to understand, and these people won't be able to believe it. It would be better if I didn't speak it at all. However, Shariputra insisted on asking Shakyamuni Buddha to speak the sutra. Shakyamuni Buddha labored for several decades preparing to speak this sutra. For the sake of the real, he first bestowed the provisional teachings, but those provisional teachings were all given for the sake of the wonderful doctrines of the teaching, of the perfect teaching, the real mark, the Dharma Flower Sutra. The preceding Dharma assemblies, Agama, Vaibhulya, and Prajna were all spoken to pave the way for the Dharma Flower Sutra. These may be compared to building a road from San Francisco to New York. When the work begins, it is for the sake of eventually arriving in New York. After several years of hard work, the road is finished, but although it is completed, there will be those who will not want to go. "I wanted a road," they may say, "and now you've got it, but I'm not going." So it is with the 5,000 who walked out. Now we are explaining the Dharma Flower Sutra, and the entire universe will emit light. The Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the 10 directions are especially happy. We who investigate the Buddha Dharma should take time from our busy schedules to come and hear the Buddha Dharma. This is the most wonderful of all sutras, and we should not pass up the chance to obtain the wonderful. If you don't obtain the wonderful, it becomes unwonderful. So everyone should not remain unwonderful, but should discover the wonderful. If you wish to obtain the wonderful, you must first put forth great effort and solidly persevere. Investigate the wonderful Dharma. According to the Tiantai school, before lecturing the sutra proper, one first examines its principles by means of the five profound meanings. The five are explanation of the title, discrimination of the substance, clarification of the doctrine, discussion of the function, and determination of the teaching mark. Explanation of the title. Sutra titles fall into 7 classes according to their reference to person, dharma, and analogy as follows. A. 3 single. 3 of the 7 clarifications are established by reference to either a person, a dharma, or an analogy. 1. The Buddha speaks of Amitabha Sutra is an example of a title established solely by reference to people, the Buddha and Amitabha. In this sutra, Shakyamuni Buddha speaks of the pure Western land of ultimate bliss of Amitabha Buddha. In the past, when Amitabha was cultivating on the causal ground, he was a bhikshu named Fatsang, Dharma treasury. At that time, he made 48 great vows, each one of which concerned taking living beings across the sea of suffering to rebirth in the land of ultimate bliss, where they can cultivate and become Buddhas. This sutra is extremely important, for in the Dharma ending age, it will be the last to disappear. The first sutra to become extinct will be the Suragama Sutra. The Suragama Sutra explains all the affairs of the world in great detail and exposes the secrets of heaven and earth. After it becomes extinct, all the other sutras will pass out of existence one by one until only the Amitabha Sutra remains. When the Amitabha Sutra has become extinct, only the phrase Namo Amitabha Buddha will remain in the world 100 years more. Then, only the words Amitabha Buddha will remain yet another 100 years to save living beings. After that, the Buddha Dharma will disappear from the human realm. There won't be many people left in the world then either. The 3 disasters, flood, fire, and wind, and the 8 difficulties and all manner of calamities will arise and completely destroy the world. We should pay attention to the Amitabha Sutra because in the Dharma ending age, the Pure Land Dharma door will be the most suitable for saving people. The Orthodox Dharma age, however, may be found right within the Dharma ending age. For example, the Dharma is just now being transmitted to American and people are hearing it for the first time. You could say it is the Orthodox Dharma age. In America, many people like to sit in meditation and investigate the Dharma, and the customs of Buddhism are gradually being introduced. 2. The Mahaparinibbana Sutra is a title established solely by reference to a Dharma. Nirvana is the Dharma of neither production nor extinction. 3. The Brahmanet Sutra is a title established solely by reference to an analogy. The Brahmanet is a great circular net curtain which hangs in the heaven of the great Brahma King, who is fond of such adornments. Within each hole in the net there is a gem which emits light by day and by night. The light of every gem is reflected in every other gem, and the spaces in the net interpenetrate. In that sutra, the Buddha explains the Bodhisattva precepts. If you keep the precepts, you will emit light, like the gems in the Brahma King's net. 4. The Sutra of the Questions of Manjushri is a title established by reference to a person, Manjushri, and the Dharma he requested, Prana. Because Manjushri was the Bodhisattva of great wisdom, he could ask about Prana, the Dharma of wisdom. 5. The Sutra of the Lion's Roar of the first command is a sutra established by reference to a person and an analogy. The lion's roar is an analogy for his speaking of Dharma. When the lion roars, all the wild beasts are terrified. Wolves, bears, and panthers are so frightened that they don't know what to do. 6. The wonderful Dharma Lotus Flower Sutra is a title established with reference to a Dharma and an analogy. The wonderful Dharma is like the lotus flower. C. 3 in 1. The seventh classification contains references to person, Dharma, and analogy. The Great Universal Buddha Flower Adornment Sutra refers to the Buddha as a person, great and universal as a Dharma, and flower adornment as an analogy. Those who study the Dharma must be able to explain these 7 classifications from memory. The Buddhist scriptures number in the thousands, but there is not one of them that cannot be classified by its title into one of the 7 above. When you study a sutra, you should know how its title is classified. You may then deeply enter the sutra storehouse. Having deeply entered the sutra storehouse, you may have wisdom like the sea. If you don't even recognize the title, what use is it to study the sutra? It's like saying, I have a good friend, we get along quite well. Really? Someone asks, what is his name? I don't know. You say, what kind of good friend is he? If you don't even know his name. And if you don't know his name, how could you know where he lives or what he does? The same is true of the principles in the sutras. If you don't understand the title, you won't be able to enter deeply the sutra storehouse and have wisdom like the sea. If you don't have wisdom like the sea, you may study the Dharma all your life and you'll still be just as confused. So, the 7 sutra title classifications are very important and everyone should know them. Then, they may really investigate the Dharma.